Most people assume Iran has always been the heart of Shia Islam, but that idea is actually wrong. For centuries, Iran was not a Shia country at all. In fact, it was mostly Sunni. So how did a region that was once full of Sunni scholars become the center of Shia Islam today? The answer begins more than 500 years ago with one decision that changed the identity of an entire nation. When Islam first reached Persia in the 7th century, the region joined the wider Muslim world. At that time, most Muslims were Sunni, and Persia was no different. Cities like Nishapur, Rayy, and Isfahan became famous centers of Sunni learning. During the Islamic Golden Age, these Persian cities were among the most important centers of learning in the Muslim world. Students traveled there to study the Quran, Islamic law, and theology. But this does not mean Shia Muslims were absent. Small Shia communities already existed in parts of Iran and nearby Iraq. Many Persian Muslims also felt a deep love for the family of the Prophet, Ahlul Bayt. Over time, this devotion appeared in Persian poetry, culture, and religious life. Still, the country as a whole remained mostly Sunni. Then everything changed in the early 1500s. In the year 1501, a young leader named Shah Ismail captured the city of Tabriz. He crowned himself Shah and founded what became known as the Safavid dynasty. But he did something even more important. He declared Twelver Shi'a to be the official religion of his new state. By establishing Shia Islam as the state religion, the Safavids created a clear identity that separated their kingdom from their rival. At first, the change happened quickly and sometimes harshly, but turning an entire society toward a new religious tradition could not happen overnight. So the Safavid rulers took another step. They invited Shia scholars from other regions, especially from Iraq and from Jabal Amal in modern-day Lebanon, to come to Iran. These scholars built schools, wrote books, and taught the beliefs of Twelver Shi'ism across the country. Slowly, religious life began to change. Cities like Isfahan, Qom, and Mashhad grew into major centers of Shia scholarship. Pilgrimage to shrines connected to the imams became more common. Public mourning ceremonies during the month of Muharram, remembering the martyrdom of Imam Hussein at Karbala, became an important part of community life. Generation after generation, these practices became part of everyday culture. By the 1600s, Shia institutions were firmly rooted across most of Iran. Today, about 90 to 95% of Iranians are Twelver Shia, which is why Iran is widely seen as the center of Shia Islam. A decision made by one ruler in the early 16th century had slowly reshaped the religious identity of the entire country. And that is why today, when people think of Shia Islam, the country that usually comes to mind is Iran. Comment your thoughts about this. And if you enjoy simple explanations of Islamic history and the stories behind big historical changes, subscribe for more.